British diplomat and UK High Commissioner to Nigeria, Paul Arkwright, decided to reply Nigeria politician and activist Omoyele Sowore after the latter recently knocked Peter Obi for taking a trip to Egypt for the purpose of understudying the educational power and other important sectors of the Northeast African country. According to Paul Arkwright, the British diplomat replied Sowore that Peter Obi would have thought that learning from other countries would be important and instrumental to fixing the failing performance in Nigeria. While tweeting further, Paul said that it is not all solutions are homegrown. The reply from Paul Arkwright may point that the British diplomat understands that it is not a problem going to other countries to learn about their achievements. It will be recalled that Sowore, in a tweet he recently shared on social media, faulted Peter Obi's trip to Egypt, calling it a sign of a weak politician. Sowore also went on to say that it is 9 months to the presidential election and of all things needed to be done, Peter Obi decided to travel to Egypt to learn something in 3 days. Would have thought that learning from other countries is key to turning around failing performance in Nigeria. Not all solutions are homegrown. Not all solutions are homegrown. Just like Paul Arkwright said, not all solutions and ideas are gotten from one's home country. Sometimes people need to go outside their countries, learn how things work in other countries, and come back to apply it locally. And that is it. And that is it. Okay. Obviously, Mr. Peter Obi wants his manifesto in the coming electionary campaign to be complete with well thought out fixes, for Nigeria's problem, especially in those areas. Kudos to him and the American response to this. Obi has frequently mentioned this power and electricity imbroglio and the Egyptian antidote to it before his eventual trip. So the man is consistent. Why can't Nigeria be like other advancing countries, or even better, when you consider the innate resources God has endowed our motherland with? Look at Malaysia of recent history. Indeed, Nigeria leadership has killed this country. They have killed this country, excepting for this last gap effort of the youth and S generation to the right come 2023 election. Vote for the revolution that is here and now. Labour Party, Peter Obi for president. Well, nice comment here. Thank God he went to better Nigeria. If he wins, not to hide looted Nigerians' money. Good luck to Nigeria. Sure, not everything is about activism or courtism. Abe Parkway. Thank you for replying, and it was the perfect answer. A good answer to hypocrites. That was a polite insult to Sowore, simply telling him that he is speaking out of ignorance. Exactly. Wow, this is huge. British ambassador to Nigeria replying Sowore on behalf of Peter Obi. The handwriting is clear on the wall. Arise Nigerians. British government is also in support of the mass movement to take back the country. To God be the glory. Peter Obi is not your mate, Sowore. Haters everywhere. This reply does not need an argument. Sowore, can you hear from the masters? Obi, please carry. They go. Nigerians are waiting for the day to vote you in May. And may God continue to guide and protect you. My PVC is ready. Sowore has shown how unserious and arrogant he is. He kept criticizing a man who has nothing to do with him. Yet the man has not even said anything against him. It shows that Sowore is not mentally stable. Sowore is a featherweight politician who thinks that he knows it all, but knows nothing. They call those people no zero. Some people call them no zero. Instead of taking on government of the day, that is Nigeria problem, he's busy chasing shadows, and that's another thing. The best answer to Sowore's idiotic comments: African low mentality. Sowore is getting little popularity and attention on his attacks on Peter Obi, as people now know that he exists But that is stupidity of the highest order. Paul is right. Obviously, Sowore is trying to jump on the clouds of Peter Obi. I was one of Sowore's supporters in the past presidential election, but I must say this time, I am highly disappointed on how he's attacking Peter Obi and wouldn't even support him. Sowore is doing a hatchet job for Paymaster. He's sick in his brain because it talks like a somewhat brain. Obviously, the reply more than answered the ignorance. Not all homegrown solutions work, and in Nigeria, there is not even a single homegrown solutions to everything. Everything is ad hoc and fire brigade. Thank you, Jare, Mr. Arkwright. Now your country caused all this problem for us. That amalgamation was done in bad faith. Clearly, Sowore cares who's more a presidential activist to criticize Peter Obi than a presidential candidate who should be engrossed in his party's game plan. Well, Peter Obi is more equipped than all the other presidential aspirants. You can imagine Tinubu went to Kitty because of the election, the governorship election that will take place this weekend, and he was talking about you have to vote to get money, vote to get money. Can you imagine? Talking about eléyìí and èmi ló kàn. To him, it is, I think he's moving well. They have nothing to offer. That is it. Absolutely nothing to offer. They have nothing to offer, and a lot of people who are not even who do not even know their left from their right, they will always be jumping at all this nonsense these guys are talking. All of them are opening their teeth. Even the governor of the state, Kayode Fayemi, saying that Mr. Eleyilokan, abi, it's not a title. The Eleyilokan of Ogun State, that is how it refers to the governor of Ogun State. Eleyilokan of Ogun State. It's just unfortunate. This is Nigeria. Sowore has made a good point. The white man has no knowledge of our system here. Like I used to say, Obi is a baby politician. He has a lot to learn. And you have learned it all. Can you see this one? The ones that are here now, okay, now what have they produced? Nothing. You keep on doing the same thing over and over again, over and over again. The rest of us are just looking for how to get to be in charge of a CBN, to be in charge of a NNPC, to be in charge of all those parastatal. Where the juicy monies are coming from? That is just what they are concerned about. All the monies they are spending. Who in his right thinking, right sense, will be spending such an amount of money to beg people to vote for him, to make him president? Wait, who? So if they have that kind of money, why is it that they have not used it to help the masses if they really love the people? So you think they will not get their money back? We are not thinking of how these people are spending money, how they are bastardized our economy and our naira. And you are there telling us that the system they have been using that has not even worked any day, anytime. You still expect them to continue that kind of system and again expect different results. Bad. Mbalo. So guys, let's hear your opinion on this matter.